violence is not exciting, no question. Being a black man is demanding. The fire's in my eyes and the flames need fanning. The fire's in my eyes and the flames need fanning. The fire's in my eyes and the flames need fanning. With that
self-determination. So, those of you who are a part of the, I want to say part of, I guess those who are hip to or down with the black conscious community movement, you may have been given notice about this beef, everything that's happening with Dr. Umar. You know, him having to go in front of the State Board of Psychology in Pennsylvania, him possibly being stripped of his credentials because of complaints from black people, basically, you know, and his very strong, I guess, kind of separatist message. You know, he speaks out against white supremacy and racism, which all black people need to do. He is a very overtly militant individual when it comes to white supremacy, racism, and white people in general. Like a lot of black people, there are a lot of black people who are very militant when it comes to these things. They're just not popular ideas with a lot of contemporary blacks because too many black people in this country are just stuck on this whole idea of always trying to get along and forgive and turn the other cheek or whatever. But anyway, this isn't a video about my ideals or anything. This video is about this situation here. First, it was Dr. Umar in this situation. You know, Dr. Boyce Watkins made a video, you know, talking about Umar and you know he's criticized Dr. Umar Johnson quite a bit. You know, they've had their little back and forths or whatever, so on and so forth. And you know, they've for whatever reason, watch Dr. Boyce's videos on this situation if you want to know the extent of the beef between them. Here's one. This video here is one where he talks about why he's done with them. Here's another video where he gets into it about the whole Umar thing, and apologizes to Umar if he feels as though he blah blah blah. But anyway, so that video came. I didn't watch all of that video. I didn't watch the whole video. Feel free to do that if you choose. And I actually made a video, and this is why I withhold videos when I first make them, when the information first comes out. This is why I always wait a few days, you know, because more information is bound to come out, especially when it's a topic like this. You know, I made a video criticizing Boyce's critique of Umar. But this is what I want to say. And I haven't put that video out, so I don't need to retract anything. But these are my revised thoughts on that. Everybody gets criticized. When you're in the public eye, people are going to criticize you for the things that you do. You know, that's just going to happen. You know, Umar was criticized by Boyce. He made his criticisms of Umar very, very vocal. You know, he made videos about the shit. Hundreds of thousands of people have watched these videos. Tariq says that, you know, he never, you know, outright criticized Umar, publicly criticized Umar. He said he never did that. He reserved his criticism or whatever. Now, I watched Tariq's video, you know, going at Umar because Umar Johnson supposedly put Tariq on blast. Now, the situation is, basically, this is the gist of it. Umar put Tariq on blast because he's basically saying to Tariq, how can you claim to be pro-black and be against white supremacy, but you have an all-white production staff? You're making videos about white supremacy, right? Being against white supremacy. Then you take the money that you raised and made off of the films, speaking out against white supremacy, and then pay white people. That's what Dr. Umar is saying about Tariq. And Tariq is basically, you know, he's this is again, this is just my objective opinion on anything. I'm not criticizing either one of these guys. I'm not saying any one of them are right or wrong. This is just what I've observed. These are my opinions. You can choose whatever side of the fence you want to be on. I'm on my side, basically. You know what I'm saying? And I'll get to that in a minute. And basically all Tariq was doing was basically joning, really, just cracking jokes, really, and just talking a bunch of shit, just on some real hood shit for real. And yay for that, yay for that. We in the black community, do we really need that much more ratchetness? Now listen, this inner strife that's going on with these guys and black people in general, we're not the only people that have inner strife. Come on now. We are not the only fucking people that have inner racial conflicts. It's bullshit if you think that. If you think that other races of people, or if you are a non-black race of people who believe that only black people do this, all you gotta do is look as close as your own fucking family, and you know that's bullshit. But I'm just addressing the issue of black people because I'm a black person and these are my people. The issues of other races have nothing to do with me. You handle your own shit on your own. But when you start stunting like black people are the only people that have public outbursts of outbursts and disagreements, then you're fucking full of shit. Because we're no different than anybody else in that area. So let's get that straight. Black people are not the only ones who disagree vehemently in public forums. So let's move on. Tariq, I didn't watch. I watched a good portion of Tariq's video, but it really didn't have any substance to me. All he was really doing was talking shit, really, and just addressing what Umar said about him, about him keeping his name in his mouth and this, that, and the third. He never actually addressed Umar's statements about him having an all-white staff or how shitty his attitude was, or this, that, and the third, or how he really wanted Hidden Colors to be a documentary about the more. He never really addressed any of the actual points that Umar brought up. Umar actually brought up actual tangible complaints, and he just basically tried to divert the conversation and sensationalize the drama aspect of it. Basically that's what he did. He's done something that I see black people do a lot of times. Like if you're having a intellectual or philosophical conversation and that person can't keep up with the conversation, they try to inject misplaced levity or humor into the conversation to try to make jokes about things that they don't really get or understand. And I'm not saying that Tariq doesn't get or understand anything. He's a very sharp, intelligent, bright brother. I'm just saying that's just what I took from it. You didn't focus on what Umar was actually pointing out and was actually criticizing. He was disregarding that and being loud and rambunctious and obnoxious and just making jokes, and it was kind of a misdirection tactic. He was saying that Umar is using misdirection whilst at the same time using a misdirection tactic to keep people off the subject of what was Umar actually talking about, what was he criticizing, and why aren't you addressing these things? I like the Hidden Color series. I'll purchase all of them. If he keeps going with it, I'll buy them. I think they're very informative and they help black people. Excuse me. Just on the same token, I think Dr. Umar's what he does, what he says, the things that he speaks about in his lectures is very informative and it's very useful information. I hope he keeps doing it. If his school actually gets built, I do agree with Tariq though. This dude has almost $500,000. There's 1,000,001 ways that you could have gotten a school off the ground by now on some real shit. Like I said, I'm objective, but I love the idea. I love his idea. I love what Tariq is doing. I love Dr. Umar's idea. I love the fact that he travels and he's trying to unite black people. I love the fact that they are all doing all these things. I love it. But at the same time, they all open to criticism without all of the negative dumb shit, without the world star hip hop type of videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't need to be sensationalized like that. That's asinine. I'm not as successful or as educated as either one of these brothers, but I have enough sense and integrity and respect for myself not to put myself on blast on the internet like some dumbass. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that either one of these guys did it. You make up your own mind. But, there's 1,000,001 ways Umar could have. Umar wanted something in particular. He wanted a particular type of campus, school, and he wanted it in a particular type of. I understand being particular and specific, but sometimes you have to settle for a lesser option. I'm not telling you to settle for garbage. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you can't get what you want. You have to settle for the next best thing. There's a number of ways he could have gone about this. He doesn't have to wait. And it seems like from one of his videos that I watched the other day that he's no longer waiting for a particular type of facility, and he's lowering the bar, so to speak. It sounds like from what he's saying. You know, it has yet to be seen what this dude is going to do with this or whatever. You know, it is yet to be seen. I don't know what he's going to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know, I have no idea. Everybody's saying this, that, and the third. I don't know what's happening. And I won't speak on it until I see. If he jets off of people's bread, then there you go. He's a fucking scam artist. Hunt his ass down and peel out his fucking toenails one by one with a rusty screwdriver. Whatever you got to do to get your bread back. If he does open a school, then he basically just made everybody who doubted him look like a fucking idiot. Now, in Dr. Boyce Watkins, I think Dr. Boyce Watkins is brilliant. You know, he's a financial guy. You know what I'm saying? He's not a fucking psychiatrist. He's not a psychologist. You know what I'm saying? His opinions aren't worth any more than yours or mine. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's a guy that can tell you about money and business. But everything else, he's no better than you. He's no different or no better than you. You know what I'm saying? And I do not value his opinion over my own. You know what I'm saying? He says some good shit sometimes. He says some common sense shit sometimes. Sometimes he says shit that I don't agree with. You know what I'm saying? But he's a financial guy. You dig? And that's all it is. I'm gonna just go to the channel real quick. You can see it right there though. But this video, you know, has both of their videos kind of blended in here. This is I'll say what I've said before. Black people, listen. Stop looking for a fucking messiah. Stop looking for somebody to lead you around by the fucking neck. Stop looking for that. Be your own fucking leader, man. Be your own leader. Some people need to follow. Granted. But here's the thing. When you follow, take notes on how to be a good leader. Learn how to be a good leader so that one day you can step up and do that. You understand? You follow people so that you can absorb whatever it is you're going to take from them or whatever they're going to give you or teach you. You assimilate that information into your being and then you manifest it in your own way, shape, and form. I would think that's just a natural way to do things, you know? But stop always looking for somebody to lead you. Be the leader in your fucking household, if anything. You know? Be a conscious black leader in your community. Starting with your household. You know what I'm saying? Starting with your kids, your nieces, your nephews, whoever. Guiding them into a positive direction. Teaching them about our ancestors, about where we come from, what we come from, who we come from, and how we ended up here. You know, these beasts in the quote-unquote conscious community, apparently it's going to continue to happen. But I prefer to listen to brothers who, like Dr. Kaba, for instance. If any of you guys watch Hidden Colors 1 or 2, look at some of the ancestors that were in those videos. You know, like Dr. Renoko Rashidi, for instance. You know, Francis Crest. These are people who are not attached with idiotic beef within the community. They're not doing any of these things. They didn't make videos like. They are dropping science, and that's it. And that's all I'm interested in. All the personal shit, I could care less about. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to tell you who to side with. I'm not here to tell you what to think. I'm not here to tell you anything. I'm just here to give my opinion on this. I think it's fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? And I think they're all deserving of criticism because I think there are aspects that they're all lacking in, you know? However, I still patronize these dudes. I'll still buy Tariq's videos. I'll still, you know what I'm saying, buy Umar's book, you know, attend a lecture if I ever have the availability to do so. I still do it. I still send my son to a school. You know what I'm saying? I would still, you know, take Boyce's business and finance classes and stock market classes. I would still patronize all of these dudes' businesses because it's good shit. It's all good shit. All of the personal dumb shit aside, none of that shit affects me. So why the fuck should my opinion of them be affected? I hold all these dudes in high regard, but at the same time, because I'm a person and I have my own brain, I criticize shit that I don't agree with. You know, I don't agree with the, you know, Tariq being super conscious on one end, but then writing books on how to pimp bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is an oxymoron to me. You know what I'm saying? Like you're all high in the black community, you know, telling black people to respect each other, respect the women, but then on the other hand, you're telling them how to pimp the same chicks you're telling them to respect. You know, like Like, I've never heard boys criticize Tariq on that. I'm not saying that he never has. I just said I've never heard it. So if he has, and you got the link, please share. I'm just saying I've never heard him overtly criticize Tariq on that kind of shit. Ever. I've never heard him bring this shit up. Ever. But he criticizes Umar. Like, Umar gets criticized for quote unquote dating a stripper or whatever. So fucking what? How many of you dudes out there have actually gone to strippers and still do to this day? So what? So fucking what? He got caught up with a stripper, supposedly, right? Tariq is writing books on how to pimp single mothers, single black women, how to pimp fat chicks. He has books and shit on this kind of shit. But Umar's a bad guy because he got caught up with a stripper? Man, I mean, come on, bro. Like, I mean, come on, seriously, get the fuck out of here, man. Come on, seriously. People pick anything to criticize about. But at the end of the day, are you really an adult? Because this is what teenagers do. A lot of you people who are buying into the sensationalization of all this shit, the sensationalized aspect of all this, the drama, the beef, you guys are stuck in fucking junior high school and high school. I'm looking past all of that. Do I believe in what these dudes are doing? Is what these, like the kids in the school that I work with, these Hidden Color videos are opening their eyes to black history. And it's putting it in a format that is easy for them to grasp and understand. It's sparking their interest. You know, listening to Dr. Umar, you know, gives them a sense of encouragement and empowerment, you know, and a sense of community and unity. Listening to Dr. Boyce makes them think and feel like they can be millionaires tomorrow. They can have their own business. They can invest in the stock market and be comfortable doing that. There is something to get out of all of these dudes, out of all of their, there's something to gain from all of these cats is what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Criticize whoever you want, fuck with whoever you want to fuck with, don't fuck with whoever you don't want to fuck with. But a real fucking adult looks at the big picture and takes what will benefit them and use that. That's all I'm saying. Don't limit yourself because of stupid sensationalized shit. Because of drama. Don't let your view be tainted because of dumb shit. That's all I'm saying. That's all I want to say to all of you guys. Don't allow your view to be tainted because of dumb shit. Step back and look at the picture as a whole. What is going to benefit you, your kids, your community, your family, all of us worldwide? What is going to benefit us? The drama or the information that they pump out? Irrespective of the drama. And I say irrespective. Irregardless is not a real word, black people. It's not a real word. Irregardless is not a real word. It's irrespective. Anyway, I'm sorry for that geek moment, but that's all I really got to say about this, man. This shit is kind of stupid. I don't know. I'm not buying into all of that, you know. I'll watch these videos. I'll take the information that I need. I'll purchase things from them that I feel as though will benefit me and mine. And I'll just leave it at that. I have no opinion about the beef, other than I think it's stupid. To be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you. Because this is me on some real shit. You make a video about me. If I got your number, I'm going to call you. Like, yo, what the fuck is good? Like, what's up? I'm going to call you. I'm going to holler at you. Or I'm going to inbox you or something. But all this, anyway, man. This shit is beneath me. And I hope it's beneath y'all too, man. Real talk. Because if it's not, then we'll be running in circles forever, man, as a people. If this shit isn't beneath you, then I don't know what the fuck to tell you. But this shit is beneath me. I want nothing to do with the dumb shit at all, man. I hope these dudes can work it out or not work it out, but let's get back to the fucking message at hand. Let's get back to the fucking point. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to the point. This kid right here just had his fucking face smooth the fuck up because of fucking white supremacist
talk
cops.
About Ulysses Wilkerson.
Sorry, I don't want to, get no copyright infringement from Phil and shit. I didn't mean to do that. I'm trying to see where he shows the picture at of the kid's face, but I'll just have to go back. Sorry about that, guys. But here it is. Let's just do this. Look at this kid, man. This is what we're dealing with right now. This is what we're dealing with. This is like the 21st century Emmett Till. I read a comment in his in this comment section, and this shit reminds me of Emmett Till too. Look at what they did to this young brother, man. Fucking disgusting shit. Horrible shit. This is what we're dealing with. We don't have time for this. We don't have time for this shit, man. We do not have time for this. Okay, yeah, that happened. You know what? This is what all black people need to be like. You know what? That happened. But look, Trump is the fucking president. Jeff Sessions is our attorney general. Kathy DeVos is the fucking Secretary of Education. Ben Carson is the Secretary of fucking HUD. And everybody else is a fucking white supremacist that's in the president's inner circle and his cabinet. We have fucking pedophile ass white supremacists trying to run for senators and governor's positions and shit like. We have a fucking $1 trillion tax bill that's about to smash Americans because Trump wants to help his wealthy friends avoid paying taxes. We have a lot of shit going on. We got black dudes out here trying to effeminize the culture by wearing skirts and calling themselves little Uzi Vert and getting their butts hurt because they rather stick something in their asses that's shaped like chicken that's jerked. Anyway, listen, man. We got too much other shit on our plate. All the small potato shit need to get pushed aside, man. Real talk. I'm sorry, but this is how grown people handle business. We can get to the dumb shit after we get the serious shit settled. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I do. If I'm working in a group with motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? We working towards one common goal and we got little personality beefs going on. Like, look, man, we need to sit that shit aside. What the fuck is more important? This little personality conflict or the mission at hand? We can deal with the personality shit after this. In fact, you don't ever have to like me, but you still gotta produce. You still gotta play your part. You don't ever have to fuck with me or like me. But this is a group effort. We pass or fail together. So shut the fuck up and let's keep it moving. I don't like you either, but I can like you to get through this. That's how adults handle shit. They put the petty bullshit aside and they get to fucking work. And for some fucking reason, we got all these grown ass, mature ass, adult ass, conscious doctor, PhD, fuck you in the ass niggas. But none of these motherfuckers are grown enough or man enough to put the bullshit aside and keep it moving. None of them. This shit has been going on I wouldn't even talk about this shit. I'm like, you know, man, look, this is what happened. I don't have time for that. Look, this is what we need to be doing. I don't have time for that. Look, I'll still work with the dude. Personalities and all. This is what we need to. You understand what I'm saying? Make this shit real short and sweet. All this other dumb shit, man, I'm telling you, it's nonsensical. And I have no time for it, to be honest with you. Like I said, everything that I said still stands, you know? I'll still patronize these dudes' businesses, you know? I'll still support whatever they're doing that I feel as though I should support. I'll still continue to do that. If I feel like they have a project that I don't support, guess what? I just won't fucking support it. In the story, and that's it. I leave my criticisms to myself unless you do something publicly that deserves to be addressed. But shit like your personal life, like you fucked a stripper or something like that, I don't give a fuck. So what? So what? All of you clowns out there that's talking, who the fuck do you know? Who do you know can walk through life and not get dirt in their shoes? Who do you know? Who do you know have never got caught up with a bitch they probably should not have fucked with? Who do you know? Who do you know? 98% of the dudes I know that are straight have been to strip clubs. Have probably geeked out over a stripper at one time in their life. 98% of the straight dudes that I know that have gone to strip clubs have. You know what I'm saying? You've done something. What makes you any better than this dude? You know what I'm saying? You would either do in the strip club or you would do getting the bitch money when she left the strip club. One way or another, you had your hands in some dirt. Everybody. You fuck your brother's sister, your brother's fucking girl, his wife, your cousin's girl, her wife. What the fuck ever. You got some dirt under your motherfucking fingernails. But yet, when somebody else's dirt is broadcast live on the fucking internet, everybody go fucking nuts like everybody is clean. The moment we as people can stop bullshitting ourselves, I think we have a better time of it, to be honest with you. Because a lot of you dudes is bullshit the fuck out of yourselves. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you dudes bullshit yourselves. Everybody got dirt under their fingernails. Everybody. There is nobody on this planet who's never done anything wrong. And if a person is telling you or trying to sell you some bullshit like they pristine, they full of fucking shit. I tell anybody that. I tell my lady that shit. Like, baby, I love you. I'd do anything for you. But there's no fucking way in the world you're gonna tell me or try to make me think that you're this fucking innocent angel that don't ever do nothing wrong. I'd be a fucking fool to believe that. And I still love you, even though I know you flawed, I still love you. I'm not looking for perfect. You find the perfect person, I'm telling you, you getting scammed. Plain and simple. There's no such fucking thing. There's no such thing. But I tell her, I keep it real with her. Baby, I don't think you're an angel. Stop trying to come off to me like you are. Please stop, because that's the bullshit. I'm not attracted to perfection, because it doesn't exist. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. The brighter the picture, the darker the negative. And I'm gonna add something else to that. Again, everybody got dirt on their fingers. Everybody gets dirt on their fingernails. Sure, there's stretches of time in your life where you're completely clean and pristine, but it's like, again, like, go back to what I tell my lady. Baby, look, I know you ain't a motherfucking angel. I know it. Don't stop trying to sell me on this perfect angel shit, because I know you're not that. I don't believe it, and I never will. Everybody is capable of doing some fucked up shit. I've seen too much in my life. I've done too much. Fuck out of here, man. And I'm a good person, but I've done fucked up shit too. Like everybody else on the planet. Stole, lied, cheated on something. Everybody has. Everybody. So to criticize individuals for the fucked up dumb shit that they've done is to be a fucking hypocrite yourself. Just like you can move on from the fucked up shit you've done. You know what? Well, I ain't even gonna think about it anymore, because that's not where I am. Why can't you give other people that same benefit of the doubt? That's all I'm saying. Does the fact that does Umar getting caught up with a stripper make him any less of an intelligent dude who wants the best for black people? Does Tariq being a dude who writes books about pimping chicks make him any less of a great movie producer and an intelligent brother that he is and what he knows about black history? This Dr. Boyce Watkins, his cornballness and his over criticism of other people, does that make, and I don't mean it disrespectfully, you know what I'm saying, but this is the dude who was in school until he was 30. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, bro. You're out of touch with the hood at that point. You know what I'm saying? But either way, it doesn't take away from his character or the type of man he is. Does that mean that I would patronize his business school? No, it doesn't actually. I'm actually on his email list. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Not at all. Grow up, black people. That's all I gotta say. Grow the fuck up. We have been stuck in this system of perpetual childhood. It's time to break out of that shit, man.